Hello, namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube, and I'm here to share some guidance for Friday and Saturday. That's Friday the 7th and Saturday the 8th of June. So I trust that you're feeling good and are in good flow. I trust it hasn't been too intense and challenging for you this week. I've just really stopped in quickly before I start our chakra series. Our chakra series starts in under an hour, so I'm very excited about connecting with all of you in my Pillar of Light family for our chakra series. So that's about to happen. So I thought I'd stop in quickly and share some guidance before I get into my day. We've got to go and set up for the expo stall that we're doing this weekend. Yes, I am live. I'm live, Nelly. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's quite cold. So, extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. If you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards, and I'll be looking for the best card for Friday, the best card for Saturday, and then the best card for the theme for Friday and Saturday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So just take on board what feels right, what resonates, and let the rest go. Let's see what comes up for Friday. We'll start with Friday. So I'm looking for the best card for Friday the 7th of June. If it's not quite Friday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance, and you can refer back to my previous video that I recorded on Wednesday for Thursday's guidance. So the best card for Friday the 7th of June is, let's see, this. It's an Animal Kingdom. Oh, it's a featured card, a featured timing card. It says to take the 4th card from the top. So I'll just count down 4 to here. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have these 2 cards for Friday. This is a featured timing card, and it's the Stellar Cycle, card 55, and it talks about 1 year. So we could say in the long term, whatever this card is. So something about the long term connecting with this card, which is the Ladybug, card 31. It says it's a favourable time. I think of this card too as the sort of good luck, good fortune card in the deck. So it feels very lucky. It feels like things are falling into place sort of feeling with this. It being a really favourable time to make changes, to implement some ideas, to turn our life around and head more in a forward, upward trajectory rather than if we've noticed that we've been going downhill. So it feels like Friday is a great turning point day, a turning point where we can turn the parts of our life around that have been heavy and dark and shadowy and uncomfortable and painful, and really start turning these around now into the positive. And that's what that card would mean on its own. This added to it tells me that this is an important day for our turning point for the rest of our year or for the long term of our life. So there's something about Friday that could really turn things around for us. And we're being encouraged to take it in its fullness, the opportunity to turn things around. And be careful of saying things like, I don't know where to start, everything I tried, nothing works out for me, it's hopeless, it's pointless, me putting any effort in because, I can't be bothered right now, I don't really care whether my life is down in the trash or whether it's uplifted. You know, we have to be really careful with those types of attitudes and those types of words that we say. So for those of us open to it and open to our own improvement, personally and in our life, this can be a turning point day on Friday. And there is great support for this in the long term. So sometimes it's good to start with, especially if you've been feeling heavy and low and things just aren't really in a good place for you right now. One of the great things to help turn things around is practicing genuine gratitude. So finding genuine gratitude for the people, the things in your life that you're noticing as good. Now, when you're in a really low place, it can be really difficult to get started, but you might be able to find something small to start with. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food to eat. I've got warm clothes to wear. I have a car that can drive me places. I have whatever it might be that you can be grateful for, and use that gratitude to help build your gratitude and sort of broaden it, widen the radar so you can start noticing more things to appreciate. Don't reel off things that you don't really feel grateful for. It's really important to practice genuine gratitude. So feel in your heart, are you really grateful for this? If you're not really quite grateful, don't say it yet. Strip it back to the things, the foundational things that you are feeling, even a small bit of gratitude for. And let that build, let that grow. So I find that a great way to turn things around, especially if I'm heading downward. I want to turn my focus upward or forward. So very favourable time for it to be a turning point on Friday. So let's see how that flows for us and how that translates for us. But this is for the long term. The Stellar Cycle card doesn't come up very often. So there's something important about Friday being a turning point for the long term for us. So see how you go. But, you know, really think about softening your attitude, especially if you've been stuck or going through a challenging time. So, I trust that makes sense for your Friday. I am coming to you live too from Tasmania, Australia. It is Friday the 7th of June here at exactly 9:14 a.m. So, where are you on this beautiful planet, and what day and time is it for you right now? It sort of blows my mind a bit that quite a lot of you are probably in my past. Some of you might be in my future. It's just this time-space thing's quite mind-blowing sometimes when we stop and think about it, or when I stop and think about it. So now I'm looking for the best card for Saturday the 8th of June. So assuming, well, I don't like to assume, let's just see what comes up. Let's see what comes up for Saturday the 8th of June. Assuming and expectations are not a good thing to throw into the mix, so we'll just let ourselves be surprised. So the best card for Saturday the 8th of June is this. It's another Animal Kingdom, and it's the Cockatoo card 47. The Cockatoo's message or keywords down here say to be compromising. Be compromising. Are we cooperating? This is so weird this morning, this whole morning. And right now as I'm sharing this video, it just reminds me of a dream I had. I don't know when it was, years ago, and I can't even pinpoint exactly what the dream was, but I'm getting this really weird deja vu this morning that's linking back to some dream I had years ago. It's very weird. So as I'm saying this, it just continues to remind me of this dream. So for me, when I get sort of deja vu, when something feels familiar, like I've dreamed it before, which is often how deja vu happens for me, or like I've experienced it before, I pay extra attention. There's something important about what's going on, and also it confirms that I am on track if I'm getting that. So be compromising. So let's think about how compromising or not compromising we are on Saturday. It might not be a good day to be stubborn and rigid and fixed on what we want and how we think and what we think is right. It might be an important day to be flexible and to be compromising. The Cockatoos are very vocal, so I think of get-togethers. I think of social sort of events, if you like, and I see sort of communications, conversations going on. Hopefully not too much squawking and yelling, but you know, just like there's a social element to this card. So Saturday, very much about compromising. Compromise. Sometimes we need to find a compromise, don't we? You know, it especially comes to mind in relationships. Relationships of all kinds are do require compromise at times. As long as we're not compromising ourselves, but we can compromise in regards to what we might be doing, or whatever it might be that's important. But we'll find out when Saturday arises. So now I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Friday and Saturday. So the theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Friday and Saturday. So the best card for the theme is this. It's another animal kingdom. They're very popular today, and it's the Nautilus. Card 39. The Nautilus says to break negative patterns and avoid going back to them. You know, this is very much tied into what I was talking about, especially for Friday, about our own attitude, our own negative patterns, our own negative thinking that's actually holding us in a heavy, dark place. And yes, we might have reasons why. We could blame this and blame that and blame this person and blame that person for how we feel. But really, we have to start looking at our own attitude and taking responsibility for our role in what's going on in our life. So for us to be able to tap into the turning point potential for Friday, we're probably going to need to look at ourselves quite brutally and quite rawly and quite honestly, to break down the shell, the negative patterns and negative habits that we've gotten into. Break that down and reveal our squishy, vulnerable inner workings, our inner self. So why have we become hard-shelled? Why have we barricaded ourselves behind these brick walls and have become harsh and rigid and stubborn and inflexible? Why? When did that start? And is that supporting us now? And if it's not supporting us, we do have the power to break those walls down. We have to be willing to and see that it is possible, and also to see that we are, you know, we can take responsibility for our role in how we feel. That we are not victim to what happened or what he did or she did to us. We're not victim to our past experience. We can learn from that. All of these experiences that happen are great teachers to help us become better people. But we have a choice whether we want to let it teach us or let it hold us back. So if you've been feeling isolated and like you've barricaded yourself behind a really thick, big, or any type of brick kind of wall, and if you've developed a hard negative shell around yourself and you don't like the person you've become because you're rigid and you're stubborn and things just are not in good flow right now, then Friday especially, but Friday and Saturday are potential opportunities for you to see yourself in a new light, see the situation in a new light, and start breaking these walls down. So you can visualize yourself, when you're ready, breaking down these walls. And in fact, when I'm doing energy work with people, when I feel they've got walls up that are holding them back, or when I'm feeling I've got walls up personally that are holding me back, I actually visualize myself with an axe or some blockbuster or some type of tool, breaking down these walls and stop hiding behind them. So not healthy. They're defenses, and we will defend our defenses probably until the day we die, if that's what we choose. So our defenses are going to hold us back, and we will feel that we need to defend ourselves. We will feel that we need to defend other people. But it doesn't need to be that way, especially if we notice right now it's holding us back. Doesn't matter what other people are saying, it's about what we feel inside our heart. If we don't like the person we've become, then we can do something about it. And if we still don't think we can, then it's our own mental attitude that is keeping us behind these walls. And it feels safe there. We might not like it, but it is our safe place. We've put ourselves there to hide. Maybe to protect ourselves. Maybe something happened in the past and we needed to back off and protect ourselves. Well, we've reached a point now where this is not serving our growth now. It is actually holding us back. So find the courage to break down those walls, break down the shell that's hardened around your heart and around yourself. Break down those negative patterns, the negative habits. And really this is important for Friday. This Friday feels like there's something about Friday being a really important turning point for the long term of our life. So let's see where we flow and what happens, and notice, really pay attention to how we feel and what we're thinking and the attitude that we're having that is keeping us barricaded behind. And we won't let, when we're barricaded behind walls like this, defense walls, we won't let anyone close. And the weird thing is that we want people to be close, but we're keeping this barrier between us and others. So we might feel like we want love, we might feel like we're not getting any love, but we're also not welcoming any in. So, I mean, this is brutally honest stuff, and it's up to us now to look at ourselves. Maybe make some notes in our journal if we're trying to work out how we feel and understand a little bit more about ourselves. But definitely find the courage to see who we really are right now. And if we don't like who we really are right now, then we can do something about it. So quite deep, intense stuff, but it feels like it has to be said. So just let it support you or guide you in a way that feels right. If you're rejecting it straight away, I would raise a flag to that, because a part of you that's scared of getting out of this comfortable place or outside of this comfortable shell, even though it might not be comfortable in there, it's a known place. So a part of you that's scared of what's out there in the big wide world, how are people going to treat me? How is my life going to turn out? That part of you that panics is probably going to reject some or all of what I've been saying. So it's now just a matter of, let's be aware of how we're reacting and notice where we're holding ourselves back and what we can do to help support ourselves to break those walls down and move forward. We all deserve to be happy. So we are, in truth, we are the ones responsible for that. So our own lack of happiness, really, we can claim some responsibility for that ourselves and then take steps to turn things around. So I trust this makes sense and supports you at this time. I feel super excited about Friday and seeing what or how the day unfolds. That's positive and that can help support this turning point right now. So let's see what happens. Thank you so much. I've used my Speed of Light Oracle cards here, combined with my Animal Kingdom. Well, they were the only ones that came up today. You can learn more about that deck or my Speed of Light or both decks on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. If you want to add them to your collection, they are available on my website. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. Whoops, I did the wrong movement. My mouth was saying something other than what I was doing. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website anytime. So we'll be in Hobart this weekend at the New Age Festival at the Derwent Entertainment Centre. Please stop by and say hello if you're in the area. I will be doing live spirit guide drawings in person, which doesn't happen very often, so it's a bit of a rare treat. So if you want to watch your spirit guide come to life, it's pretty interesting. So that will be happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 4 at the Derwent Entertainment Centre, around the back of that centre. So let me know if you want more information. Also, we'll be in Melbourne next weekend, so looking forward to connecting with you all then. And our chakra series starts in how long? 30 minutes, Pillar of Light family. I will be over in our closed group and starting our chakra series with the base chakra, and I can already feel a massive amount of healing coming through, and I've got my cobra drum ready to use, which only comes out during powerful healing time. So I'm very much looking forward to starting our chakra series. It's not too late to be a part of it if you want to. You'll just need to become a Pillar of Light family member and then be a part of our Pillar of Light closed group on Facebook. Thank you so much for connecting. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Have a fantastic couple of days, and please let me know how things go for you, especially in regards to turning point and going on a new trajectory, which will be really cool for some of us. So thank you and have a great couple of days. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.